CHGO Wrestling is now in your face, in your ear holes, in your eyeballs, all those orifices that you can hear and see and sometimes smell out of. Hello, what's up? It's good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. Big Dave, CHGO Bulls. Main man Sean Anderson on the ones and twos. He does CHGO White Sox. Special counsel down there, that is main man Greg Boysen. All things Blackhawks is what you guys need to be following him for. And this young man right here, who I dub youngest in charge, is my main man from Chicago Sun-Times. That is Kyle Williams. Shout out to him for being here. Yes.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
It's always a moment, sir, when you're here. It's always a moment. We got a lot to get into. PWI top 500 wrestlers list. We will get into that, especially the top 10 of that. We'll talk a little bit about AEW's All Out event in Toronto. But we're going to start with the worst name for a wrestling event ever, Wrestlepalooza. We're going to get into that first and foremost. I think we all kind of felt the same about it, but we'll start with the biggest match, the first match of it, which was Cena versus Lesnar. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I'll say Brock Lesnar, it looked like a cartoon figure. That dude was colossal and huge, and oh my God, looked like he was 330 pounds, just a solid rock and muscle. John Cena leaned further into being John Cena with his introduction, bringing out all of the kids to be out there with him, just for those kids to see him be pummeled and destroyed by Brock Lesnar, and then to watch those children cry in the audience. I'm always kind of a fan of those kind of things.
You like making children cry? Is that what you said?
In wrestling. Oh, okay. I really do like. That's why I like the New Day. Yeah, that's why I like what the New Day is doing. They making kids cry is pretty funny to me. So the match was definitely just a destruction of John Cena. A lot of people were upset about it. A lot of people didn't understand it as to why. Cena did kind of explain that it was, well, I shouldn't say Cena explained, but through a third party, it was said that John Cena just was trying to get people over since he's not going to be here. He has no problem, you know, getting people over. Even if it's a guy like Brock Lesnar, there's no plan for a second match, which I thought was why this was happening. He would be his final match and he would get the victory. No plan for a second match at all. It just feels like they're kind of freewheeling this John Cena retirement thing out here. Kyle, I'll start with you, man. Your opinion on the Cena Lesnar match?
Didn't need it. Didn't want it. Watched the match. Wanted it even less. Like, it was just one of those. You wasted one of Cena's last dates on Brock Lesnar in a squash match, essentially. It was essentially just a squash match. And I saw that 10 years ago when they had their feud, and Brock just squished them a bunch of times, and then Cena won in the end. But if you're not going to do a return match, what was the point of this? It just felt like a letdown. And now that Cena is apparently having a match with AJ at the next pay-per-view.
Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel. Like, why waste a perfectly... You could have ran back Cena Punk, Cena ran anything else. Instead, you wasted it on a squashed Brock Lesnar match, who is already a part-timer, so it didn't even put anybody over.
Right?
Yeah.
But they got all those Instagram likes and TikToks because when Lesnar returned on SummerSlam, that's why. That's what they do now. They're all about the viral moments as opposed to actual
wrestling
good stuff.
Yeah.
And what you said about the whole, John Cena was used to putting people over. That's what he does. Brock Lesnar doesn't need to be put over. Are you effing kidding me? That is the biggest bunch of crap I've heard in quite some time.
Don't disagree.
From a company that's just been spewing nothing but crap lately. That's garbage.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
I think we're going to look back on this in a few years, maybe even sooner, and realize the great booking mind of Paul Levesque absolutely fumbled the John Cena retirement tour. It has been lousy.
Yeah.
And it feels like Cena's now taking control. That he's now having the crowd, choose this AJ. I do somewhat believe it, because what the hell was that Lesnar thing? I even said it in the preview. Like, they can't have Brock Lesnar win, right? And it looked like that. Who is that for?
But that's still, who has the final say?
Oh, John Cena.
No.
Cena's a company man.
But I'm saying, who gets the like as much as what John Cena wants? Who gets the final say on what they actually do? It's not John Cena.
You know what I'm saying? It's Triple H.
Right.
And I agree with you 100%. And that's why we're
Cena's
saying
taking bullets to be like, oh no, this is me. Don't yell at Paul. It's me.
Absolutely, he's a company man. But no, like there's the only reason that happened is because apparently Brock Lesnar is going to be wrestling longer than John Cena will. Ooh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
He didn't need
I don't
that.
care.
Like I completely agree with that. Like it's not like he needed a victim.
Right, like
we needed to see
putting a
him
guy
beat
like
John Cena.
Gunther over would be huge.
Yeah, that makes more
Or
sense.
putting a guy like Braun Breaker over.
Sure.
Those
Makes
guys,
all sense.
that takes their career to the next step.
Yeah, that's
Brock
the future.
Lesnar could lose to John Cena and it wouldn't affect him at all.
In the slightest.
People will still want to see him. Dude's mentioned 43 times in a sex trafficking federal lawsuit and nobody is mad about that.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to care if he loses to John Cena?
They would not.
No.
And even if he lost, like you can still whoop his ass after the match.
Yeah, get your heat back
still get
instantly,
over.
yeah.
Like, yeah. Paul Heyman come out there with him, it was so unnecessary. You know, the victory. It wasn't for me as shocking as when he beat Undertaker, but I still looked at it like, wait, 3? Like when he counted to 3, I was like, wait, this is over?
And then that's it. You're moving on to the next rushed match with no story behind it, no momentum to get me to care. That's been the biggest problem. You started this thing off with The Rock and the heel turn, and it was like, oh my God, this could be really good, and it's been
bad.
One disappointment after another.
Yeah.
And everything is like, okay, it's John Cena versus Randy Orton for the last time. Here's John Cena versus CM Punk for the last time with 2 weeks to build up. Here's Brock Lesnar for the last time with 2 weeks to build it up. Now AJ Styles, 2 weeks to build. I don't care about any of these matches because to me, they lack any kind of story. And that's the best part of pro wrestling is the story. Make me care about why these guys have a conflict. And they haven't done that with John Cena at all.
Yeah.
They missed a great opportunity with Punk and Cena. Just like you had heel Cena and face Punk, and we only got 2 weeks of promos of that. There's just so much meat they're leaving on the bone, like you said, with these rushed storylines to okay, we got to do everybody else for the last time, but tell us the story. I get it. The heel turn didn't go the way they expected it with The Rock. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Even post that, it hasn't been good. It has not been good. I mean, the way they turned him face again was just like, hey, I woke up today, I'm a face again. I was
Forget all that stuff. Just kidding.
Yeah, just joking. Cody's gonna be me, you in a nice, clean, fun match, and it's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And 2, it just shows the lack of planning. To build a story, you need to have thoughts and ideas. And it's just, it seems like 2 weeks comes and it's like me, 8th grade, doing homework, doing it the period before.
Doing my book report on the school bus on the way to school.
Which was my jam.
Copying straight out of the Cliff Notes. Cliff Notes are these things that you used to have to go check out a library. A library's this building where they had all these books.
Greg, they were all online.
Basically,
they were all online and they were free, and we didn't have to pay for
Notes
them.
is essentially like Wikipedia, but in book form.
Yes, it was a thing. It was a thing. But yeah, man, I think we all agree. It was just really disappointing, and it made no sense. And I think that's a sucky place to be as a wrestling fan, because I like understanding why you're doing something, even if I don't agree with it while you're doing it. I like being like, well, I see why you did it, and I get why you did it. I just don't like it.
Right.
I don't get it. Like you said, a younger guy, even when he lost to Solo Sikoa, I understood it. I'm like, okay, he's a younger dude. They're trying to get him over. Great. But Brock Lesnar? It's Brock Lesnar.
He doesn't need to get over.
It would be like saying I'm going to lose to The Undertaker. The Undertaker don't need your help. You know what I mean? It's The Undertaker. He's already cool, bro. So it didn't make any sense. They made a mistake, and I don't know what they're going to do with it now.
Well, the whole card felt that way. Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Not needed.
Yeah.
Could have done this all on an episode of Raw.
Yeah.
I like the Seth, AJ, Becky.
That's what I was about to go to
Just
next.
too long.
Yes.
Okay.
Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee and CM Punk. I did like the match. I 100% agree. It was way too long. I thought it was just way too long. And at a certain point, I was just like, okay, come on. We got to stop this after a while. It was great seeing AJ. I was really excited to see her. And I was really excited for people to see her. She was a little rusty. Of course, and that's expected. But she was in there with the right person, and someone like Becky Lynch, who will make any wrestler in there look great. But she was in there with the right person, and in Seth Rollins as well, and with CM Punk as well. So I love the fact that she was in there with them. I thought she did a solid job, that being her first match in about 10 years. I thought she did a really solid job, man. And I love the way they came out, the pomp and circumstance. I'm a pomp and circumstance guy. I like all that spectacle stuff when it comes to wrestling. I love how they came out with the matching outfits. I loved all of that stuff. I love how interactive the crowd was with it as well. But overall, yeah, it was a cool match. But Kyle, I agree, just a little too long.
Yeah, like it was. I like the synergy between Seth and Becky with the outfits and everything, and it was just cool to see AJ back in a WWE ring with CM Punk. I mean, they had some cool spots like the tornado DDT where she uses Seth as the launching pad to land it, and the table spot where she got pushed into Punk and Rollins and just the table collapses. Like, there were cool moments, but after a while I was just like, okay, we gotta wrap this up. Like, there's not much left to keep getting on. But no, overall I really enjoyed that match. It was better than I thought it was gonna be, quite frankly. And I mean, it was a nice bookend to this years-long Punk and Rollins feud, whatever they're doing. Like, I just hope that was the end. Seth's moving on to Cody. Let's just move on with that one.
Yeah. Greg, first time kind of getting a look at AJ Lee. Just curious on your opinion on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you said it perfectly. They protected her well in this match. Putting her in there with Becky Lynch, making it a tag match where that rust and her, any kind of shortcomings from not being in the ring for so long can be easily disguised. That was very smart booking. As far as the length of the match, I mean, you're going to get that when you're trying to fill an entire event with 5 matches. I mean, that's another thing they got to work on. Like, you're asking people to pay all this money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to these live events. You're asking people to pay another $30 to get another subscription to watch these matches. And you're giving them 5 matches? Come on, man.
Gotta do more than that. Not for
this model is not it's not a recipe for long-term success.
Agreed.
People are gonna start getting tuned out. Like, it's just not, especially with everything costing so much money these days. Everything is going through the roof. Food, gas, cost of living is expensive, and the wages are not, they're staying the same. What are the first things people start cutting out when they can't afford stuff? Is entertainment. That's part of the reason, the territory days disappeared. It wasn't just because Vince McMahon came in and bought out all the talent. He was allowed to do that because the late 80s, the economy wasn't great.
Yeah, it's true.
And all these territories were dying. It was easy pickings for him. They were shutting down. They were selling for pennies on the dollar. It just seems that you're asking people to invest a lot of time and money, and you're not getting your money's worth right now.
That's the feeling. No, you're right. I have no argument with that at all, bro. And that's the feeling. And that was also shown just as far as the grade. We'll get into that a little bit later, because I definitely want to discuss that grade that they got, because that plays into everything that you're kind of saying. I do want to get to the best match that happened at Wrestlepalooza between Stephanie Valkyria and Io Sky. And before we get into that, want to play you guys a really, really awesome interview that Greg now hates our guy Kevin Greg Jr.
I don't hate it. I'm just jealous.
He's very jealous of you, Kevin.
Envious that he got to interview Stephanie
Valkyria
and be in her greatness.
Yes, La Primera. He was able to interview her before the match at the Canelo Crawford fight. He had a really awesome interview, and he sent it to us, and we're going to play it for you guys right about now. Check it out.
Kevin Ray with the ALLCITY Network and DLLS Sports. I am sitting with La Primera of the WWE, Stephanie Valkyria. It is Canelo Crawford week here in Las Vegas. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. How excited are you to be here this week here in Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, always for me, is exciting, because always when I come here, it's for a big show. So I'm excited. And Las Vegas is a big city, and I really like Las Vegas.
How have you loved being in the WWE? What's the experience been like for you being in the WWE?
WWE, it's my dream. I live my dream now.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not just my dream, now it's my home. Now it's my work, my passion is wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's my life.
Yeah. And you're going to be challenging Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. What's that preparation been like for you? How excited are you to have that match with her at Wrestlepalooza here soon?
I'm excited, and I need to be honest, I'm a little nervous because it's a big show. It's the first ESPN big show, Wrestlepalooza. Will be make history. So Io Sky is amazing. She's amazing. So it's a big match, and my dream.
Yeah.
That's the title.
It could be the title.
Yeah, the WWE Women's World title. So it's like amazing.
Yeah.
It's my dream.
Yeah.
My dream.
What has that journey been like for you, going from NXT, winning the NXT Women's Champion, being a double champion in NXT, and now coming to the main roster? What has that journey been like for you and how you've experienced it?
For me, it's really good decision because when WWE called me and asked me, you have main roster or you want main roster or you want NXT, I say main roster first. And after I think a lot about that, and my friends say, okay, maybe NXT is better now for you. So after I say, okay, maybe NXT, because I need to learn English. It's not my first language. So I need to learn English. I need to learn about the style. I need to learn about the TV show. And I need to learn about WWE because I work in pro wrestling all the planet, but it's so different for WWE entertainment. So my decision changed, and I go to NXT, and I think it's my best decision. And that time, many people say, "You crazy? What are you doing?" And I say, "No, I feel it's good decision." And now I say, "Yeah, it's really good decision because I love NXT. People there, friends, family, and I learn a lot in NXT, and I make history in NXT. I made because I had the NXT North American title and the NXT Women Championship same time, and I defend both and same night. So it's a big history in NXT, and I learn a lot. So for that reason, now I feel really good and raw because I know I take my time for learn really good experience in NXT.
What was the biggest difference coming to the WWE versus where you've been all over the world and competing, winning championships, and coming to the company? What was the biggest difference that you had to learn?
Wow, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. I say pro wrestling and WWE.
Yeah.
Because I know it's pro wrestling too, but WWE is something really different between the old pro wrestling. And every place have a different style, different pro wrestling. Mexico is lucha libre. Japan has pro wrestler. So it's so different between style, culture, many things. But I glad because now I have many experience for before WWE. I go for all over the world, so I can take the best for lucha libre, pro wrestling, puroresu, and now mix everything and show for the people here in WWE. So I'm so happy with that. My career before WWE, I made some really hard work. For that reason, now I really good time in WWE.
And all roads have now led to you having a title match with Io Sky. Before we let you go, what message do you want to deliver to Io Sky about what's going to happen on September 20th when you face her for the Women's World Championship?
It's my dream. I repeat this all the day because it's the more important title in the planet. So before WWE, I take the more important title in every company I had. In every company. And I relinquish, you say relinquish, right? Relinquish and come to WWE. And I go to NXT and I take the title. And now this is the more important title.
Yeah.
And it's Io Sky. She's amazing. She is the one of the best in the world. So that's a big match, big show.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and I will be champion.
There you heard it. Stephanie Vaqueros is going to be champion at Wrestlepalooza September 20th in Indianapolis. She takes on Io Sky for the WWE Women's World Championship. Stephanie, thank you so much for the time.
Thank
Really
you so
appreciate
much.
it and look forward to seeing you out here in Vegas this week. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Muchas
you.
And she was 100% correct. Way to call your shot. Shout out to our guy, Kevin Gray Jr., for that awesome interview. We'll have several more interviews to play for you guys on future shows that he got with some awesome WWE talent. But that match, Greg, was incredible. That was just a really special, great match. And it's what you wanted all of that pay-per-view to be. All that PLE to be was something like that. But that match was definitely PLE worthy, and it delivered. And Stephanie Valkyria, even how she won, that move she did off the top rope, man, to end it, I watched it 3 times because I was like, oh my God. Like, I had never seen a female wrestler do that. And I was just on that kind of stage to do that. I was blown away by that entire match. And Io Sky was outstanding, though. Credit to both of them, but Stephanie definitely deserved that title.
Absolutely. She's fantastic. You know, ever since she's arrived on the scene, NXT, and then to the main roster, she's just great. She's got that it factor.
Yeah.
Like that charisma and that magnetism that, like, she gets on your screen and you're like, I'm going to watch this. I don't necessarily know what's going on, but I know I want to see how it ends. Like, she's just got that. She's a star for not just for what she does when the bell rings, but just she's got the whole presentation. And Io Sky's in a match, you know it's going to be a great match. Yeah, she's one of the best women's wrestlers, one of the best pro wrestlers going today. Period, men or women. She's amazing. She's just so fantastic in the ring and so likable. Like, she just looks like she's having the time of her life during every match, because she is, and that it translates so well. Anytime you put her in a match, it's like, I'm gonna watch that because it's gonna be good. Like, I'm the first guy to criticize when you give me the same match like 9 Mondays in a row, but like Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, you could throw that on every Monday night and I'll watch it because they're going to do something different. They're going to make it worthwhile and entertaining. So this being the best match of the card, zero surprise. When this card was laid out, I was like, that's the only match I really want to watch because I know it's going to be great. Those two never disappoint, and they surely didn't.
They delivered. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, this match was everything you could have hoped that it could be. It was just Io's just one of my most favorite wrestlers at the moment. Just like Greg said, the joy she has is like, it's kind of like how Steph plays basketball. Like, Io's just out there having fun, having the time of her life, and the crowd's gotten behind her, so now the reactions are add to it tenfold. And this match was just amazing. They have like good chemistry in the ring together, and then like the move, I believe it was on commentary, at least they said it was like a spiral tap.
Yes.
It was to do that was outstanding. Like, the execution level was just on 10 in this match, and it was like a great, especially given how the pay-per-view started, this was a great match to have in the middle to go, okay, no, this is professional wrestling. This is how you do it. And then I'm happy that Stephanie got her moment, especially that day and on Raw as well. Like really, like, I like that they really are like building her up as the champion. Like, it doesn't feel like, okay, this is going to be a transitional champion until somebody else takes. Like, no, she's their person now. Yeah,
she's the one, dog, and deservedly so. So everything I've seen from her, I've just been blown away by her. So, yeah, deservedly so. Congratulations to her, and again, congratulations to Io Sky for both of them putting on an incredible show. I'll definitely be watching more and more of Stephanie Valkyrie. There were other matches that were on there.
Other matches happened.
They were there.
It sucks that I have to say that about the World Heavyweight
Some guys
Championship
won,
title,
other guys lost.
but things happened. You'll see it. Cody Rhodes, good job winning, and I forget the other match off the top of my head right now.
Usos versus the Braun.
Thank you. The intro for the Usos was cool, as it usually is, and
That seems to be their thing.
yeah, the intro was awesome. It was great. And
Didn't Jay get? Does that match ended a little earlier than expected? Jay got
busted open with the chair.
Yeah.
He hit himself in the head with the chair and got busted open. And great job by LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? Being the official and actually being an official in that. Yeah. He was like, "Hey, Spear, let's go. Let's get this over with. Get that 1, 2, 3. Let's get out of here." So
I don't know, man. That LA Knight was in the ring. You can't trust that guy when it comes to injuries. I don't know.
Good dig at Seth Rollins. Well done, sir.
There goes Jimmy Uso sabotaging another angle.
Well
Damn.
done. All right, let's. I want to talk about what you were touching on earlier, Greg, about people being upset with it and how this isn't a good model for what they're doing, as far as just going for clicks and not focusing on the wrestling. Well, ESPN, who it was their first,
just paid a lot of money for this
tons
stuff.
and tons and tons of money for this, and did a great job promoting it. You know what I mean? Out of this
Stars
world,
were on
right?
First Take,
Yeah, man.
Like Cody was there, Triple H was on Get Up. Like the integration was there.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view was very lackluster compared to the build-up to it.
Correct. And ESPN went ahead and gave the pay-per-view a C. Do we agree with this grade of a C? Or, Greg, I have a feeling you think it should be a little lower? Or?
Because of the women's match, brought it up to a C.
Agreed.
Without that match, it's probably a D or an F.
Yes, I agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, so you can thank Steph and Io for that C grade.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the thing that they were promoting, the thing that kicked off the show, was such a dud.
Yeah.
A C is kind.
It set the tone for the rest of the night. When you piss people off in the first 6 minutes, I don't know what you expect for the next 3 hours.
5 matches, and one of them's just terrible. I guess I really want to say a word I don't think I'm allowed to say. We're not on fast. I could say dog shit. Yeah, it was dog shit.
Let it fly.
Dog shit opener.
Let it fly. Believe in that.
Said it 3 times.
Yeah, like I saw people reacting to it, and I just was like, see, that was about right from what I saw. Like,
yeah, a C was correct.
Very justifiable. It was not a memorable. Like, if you ask me 2 years from now what happened on this show, after the Steph match, I'm not going to be able to tell you really what. I mean, wait.
2 years, 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and the only reason I probably remember Lesnar and Cena is because of how bad it was. That's the only reason.
I'll read you exactly what was said by ESPN. The excellent Valkyrie versus Sky match saved this show from being truly average. It was a phenomenal display inside the squared circle. Facts. Everything else was either underwhelming, the Short Rhodes McIntyre match, or a setup for a future match, Lesnar dominating Cena. For a card that promised to have epic moments, it fell a little short of expectations. That's all facts.
Yeah.
Like, everything is true.
Oh, kind of funny how they're like, oh, that match saved this from being truly average as we give it a truly average grade of C.
That lets you, like, that lets you know it was going to either be a C- or a D.
Here's the thing, though. I wonder if they did this on purpose.
What do you mean?
Are you guys familiar with the Streisand effect?
Tell me about it.
Okay. Years ago, about 20 years ago,
Talking Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand sued a photographer because he posted an aerial view photo of her mansion.
Okay.
Posted it on his website. She sued to get that pulled off.
Okay.
Which then caused it to be one of the most viewed photos ever on the internet, because you hear, oh, Barbra Streisand wants this photo gone. I need to see what this is about.
Okay.
So now you have ESPN, who's broadcasting this thing saying, oh man, don't watch this was terrible. If it was that bad, I need to see what they're talking about. And people are now talking about the grade as we are right here.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of that. I'm not necessarily saying they did it on purpose, but it's having that effect where people are like, oh my God, even the company, even the channel that aired it said it was bad. This has to be bad. I need to see how bad it was.
I honestly probably think they wanted to give it a lower grade.
Yeah,
and
I
they were
agree.
being nice by
I
giving
agree.
it a C. They didn't want to ruin the relationship immediately and completely smash
What
what they
relationship
just
they're
put
paying
out.
for?
Right. Well, but I think that's also part of it was like, all right, we got to be fair because
Right.
it was terrible, but also we can't give it a D. No, I think that they were trying to go right down the middle of the road.
And send the message to them like, hey guys, our checks are big.
That part.
You want to give us something better than
That
this?
part. That's what it did for me.
Yeah.
It sent that message like, hey man, what the hell is this?
Because
what did we just pay for?
Because we're gonna get a lot of views on the first time because
Right.
it's new and people want to see
Right.
how we're gonna present it.
Right.
But that novelty is gonna wear off really quick at $30 a month. You better
man.
give us some stuff.
Seriously, you got to show us some things out here other than Stephanie McMahon, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to her, by the way. But even that can't be
That
your
was
big
such a
surprise.
weird segment too.
Yes.
Like the
Undertaker's
Undertaker
gonna roll out,
just
like-
came out of nowhere. and then
doing crowd work. You know what I'm
Yeah, I was
saying?
like, okay.
Hey, who's from Arizona? You know what I'm saying? What's
Gee,
going on?
I wonder how she got that. Like it was weird.
Hey man, look, I would debate you on that one. She was awesome. I don't think she's undeserving of being in the Hall of Fame. She
Awesome's
was
a
really
bit
awesome.
I
much.
mean, she literally
I'm gonna say awesome. I would stick with awesome.
Name one
owns the
Stephanie
Hall
match.
of Fame. Why does she need to
I'm
be
not
in
even
it?
talking at it as far as
No,
a
I know,
wrestler.
but, like,
I
she
don't
wasn't
even
even-
think of her as far as a wrestler.
wasn't even that
What
good
she
of a
was doing in the
figurehead.
ring just as a heel was awesome. That was awesome what she was doing as a heel, dog. For real. That's how I looked at it. She was every time she came on, I wanted to see it. Her walk out getting booed, all the heat she generated for that, man. Nah, man. She was, for me, I enjoy watching Stephanie McMahon be a heel. A wrestler, hell no. But as a heel, yes, absolutely.
Let's do the real test. Is China in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay,
Okay,
she is.
well-
No, she is. Like, I guess
As DX.
As DX.
She's not in as an individual.
No.
China should be in the Hall of Fame before her.
That's a whole nother.
Absolutely.
No, I know, no, but I'm
That's not a debate.
just throwing it out there.
Yes.
Like, I mean, out of
Yeah,
people that
but-
are out there to be Hall of Fame,
who makes
Stephanie is lower on the list.
Don't disagree.
Who makes the final decision?
Stephanie.
No, her husband.
Okay, well, yeah.
Who did her husband dump to marry Stephanie?
Oh, I know. I understand. I understand the layers. Right. I get it. I get it.
feels
I'm
it.
just saying though. Like,
We don't
I just
need.
think she should be before.
We don't need one of those Always Sunny in Philadelphia string tag boards to figure out what's going on here.
But I just feel she's deserving. That's how I feel.
hey, they got a way to
She's
get Vince
deserving.
McMahon into the building.
Yes, I thought about that as well. Go ahead, Kyle.
No, I was just gonna say, Greg made a great point. She own the like.
She owns the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so what
why
is
do you
she
need to be in it?
But it's whatever. I'm
Yeah, I agree with the unveiling and how they did it. If that's your surprise and that's it, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dog.
Get over yourselves. That's what I
Seriously.
say.
I agree. Let's go to AEW's All Out Toronto pay-per-view. I've come to a decision, Greg, about AEW.
That it's awesome.
And it is awesome. It's better wrestling for sure. About the pay-per-views and all the wrestling matches. I'm not a fan of all of the wrestling matches. I equate it to like a quadruple cheeseburger. The idea of it is amazing. But once you start eating that shit,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, it's a lot. I
agree.
or a double album.
You know what I mean? Or a double album that's mid far way through. Like, it's very rare where a double album is just gonna captivate you for the entire time.
Right.
It's rare that it happens, unless you're like Kendrick Lamar or something. Like, shout out to him. But it's rare that it happens. Like, the idea of it, I love. Like, oh man, all these matches is about to, oh man. But then when it's coming and it's nonstop and that train gets rolling, man, it be nap time after a while.
It is. They can be exhausting events for sure. I mean, you have the two extremes going here. You got WWE trying to turn 4 matches into 4 hours, and you got AEW trying to cram 62 matches in 5 hours.
Yes.
Absolutely true,
We
man.
need to meet in the middle
But
here.
yes, we got to find
Yeah,
a middle ground. But still a good pick.
The worst match on All Out was still better than any
Agreed.
match on Wrestlepalooza minus the Io Sky match.
I'm not going to debate anything about that, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, the wrestling is
I
absolutely
agree.
what it's
I mean,
about. But your opinion on it.
But that's why I like that they've been like, okay, WWE, you're going to counter program us. We'll just start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So by the time your show rolls around 7, people don't want to see any more wrestling for the day.
Because we wore
You just gave them it all. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is watch more wrestling after an AEW pay-per-view. It's very, very smart.
diabolical.
They're playing chess while WWE's playing checkers.
Yes, man. Did you have a match that stood out to you for AEW?
There were a few. The world title match, the Hangman Kyle Fletcher match, two effing stars, man. Kyle Fletcher is the real deal.
Yeah.
That kid is going to be a future world champion. They put on a hell of a match. They beat the hell out of each other. I really love Hangman as the AEW champ. He's a guy that like you really can get behind.
Agreed.
Especially after the whole year of Mox just hiding the belt and all that stuff.
Kyle's not a fan.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, I mean you've got like an actual pro wrestler holding the title.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I mean he is amazing.
I like the Toni Storm match. Her title, the 4-way, because I was shocked that she lost.
Yeah, it was great.
I was really surprised, which is great. You know what I mean?
Good for Chris Statlander. I mean, she's been there for almost since day one.
I think so.
Has come back from a couple serious injuries. It was a good, like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Jamie Hayter, Statlander, and Tekla, throw those in a match every night. I mean, that was fantastic. I'm not a big fan of the multi-person match, 3-ways, 4-ways, but they did a really good job there.
I agree.
And even though I say that, the best match of the night was a triple threat match. The unified title, Okada, Takeshita, and Dorada.
That was wrestling.
That was a match of the year candidate, not just for AEW, just period. That was amazing. That was right up there with the Takeshita Bandito match in Ring of Honor a few months ago. That was a good match. If you're going to watch one match from that pay-per-view, watch the unified title match. It was amazing. Okada got the win. I'm looking forward to more Okada, Takeshita one-on-one. Those two guys are horses, man. So good at what they do. I like that they put Mark Briscoe over MJF. That was a surprise too.
That was a surprise, bro. Yeah,
but that's again, that's more of like a, hey, we appreciate you. We're going to give you your moment. That's a guy that has been, doing this for a long, long time and has lost a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Also, in that match,
in front of very few people for most of his career, and so giving him that moment, I thought that was really cool because it doesn't take any heat off of MJF
at all.
MJF doesn't need to put Mark Briscoe over, but it was cool that he did. Yeah, and he's still one of the top guys there. So
it was a good match. Bloody.
But we talked a couple weeks ago after the Forbidden Door pay-per-view about how Will Ospreay's going away. He's injured. Swerve is taking some time off to heal up. Who's going to take over these big spots? Well, Darby Allin's back.
Darby's back.
Eddie
Coffin match.
Eddie Kingston's back.
Yes, he is. That was a good match too.
Jack Perry's back. That was awesome. And Orange Cassidy came back last night. So there you go. You've got like their roster is so deep. Now I'm not sure that these guys can do what Ospreay and Swerve did, but they're gonna fill the void pretty good.
And just to add to, they lost Cope.
They lost who?
Cope.
Oh yeah.
Cope left. He said, "Christian, I gotta go take care of things." Which Percy Jackson
now has all the people online now saying, "Oh, he's going to be Cena's last match." AEW is going to let him wrestle one last match. No, the hell they aren't. What are you, 12?
It's not going to happen.
It's not happening.
It's not
I love fantasy booking though. Who doesn't love just
people just make stuff up like they've never watched wrestling before.
That's true. Go ahead, Kyle.
Also, who wants to see that match? I don't want to see Copeland versus Cena for the 55th time.
If I do, I'll go watch Edge versus Cena from 12 years ago when they were at the top of their game.
Give me that.
That was a great feud.
I don't need to re-rack
2014.
We just did that with Randy Orton and CM Punk and complained about it. I will give me Cena Gunther.
I will go watch it on Peacock while the library is still there.
And then you got to pay for another subscription to access the library.
This is true.
But yeah, no, like I was very. This actually had surprises, which is what WWE promised but didn't deliver on. Yeah. But no, I mean AEW always delivers with just the big moments, and like Kyle Fletcher, I had stock in him for a long time. Like that dude is just a star. Like he has like the charisma, the ring skills, and
he's a dude named Kyle. You gotta like that.
I interviewed him for a story, and then we were just like,
Flex.
I was like, great name, and no, he just seems like a genuinely good dude who loves this business, and like I love how they're positioning him as like somebody, and even when he wasn't going against Hangman, it was just like this is a guy they wanted you to know he's one of the I hate to use this term, but a pillar. Like he's one of their pillars, and This was a great card and a great match.
It was.
I'm glad that like it's getting the deserved shine that it deserves. I mean, Hangman is one of the. I was able to go to that when they were doing the Chicago residency. It was right after he had won the title, and like he's the guy that leads the company. He's that baby face you just want to get behind. You want to see them win, and like so it's been cool to see his evolution as the man in that company. And I think this has been a great course correction year for AEW.
Absolutely.
Going away from the drama of last year, all of the inner fighting. It's just like, no, we're a pro wrestling company. This is where pro wrestling happens. And now they're just doing what they do best. Like, they're not trying to be WWE or the place where ex-WWE guys go. This is just AEW. And this pay-per-view was a great pay-per-view.
Well said.
It's starting to feel like year one AEW again.
100%.
Where there's some momentum, there's some excitement. And you perfectly said it. Like, AEW is not trying to be WWE. They're trying to be an alternative to WWE.
Correct.
Where if you don't like what they're doing, check this out. You might like what we're doing because it's in principle the same thing, but we do it a little differently. Right. We do what they're lacking, we focus on.
Yeah. Right.
And what they focus on, we don't really need that.
Yeah. And also big shout out to Mercedes Moné, because when she comes out and has all her belts on the dudes that are standing out there protecting her.
She said she's holding tryouts too.
She said what?
She's holding tryouts too for more dudes to hold her belts.
I think it's so dope.
I think we need to get on that.
Man, definitely need to sign up.
Yeah, I'm just want to come.
That's social. That's
a shot real quick.
That's social media right there.
Yeah, bro. I don't need no cameras. Just need, just quick conversation. But overall, even though what I said about the matches, like I said, I agree. It was definitely a very good pay-per-view, and I understand how they're doing it. So the smaller cards, until you get to the big dog part of it. They're doing it right. They're building it right.
Old school.
Just cut off, a little bit of it. And I think you'll really, truly have.
But I think they're looking at
awesomeness.
The different way for the WWE, where like WWE is like, here, pay us $30, we'll give you 4 matches.
Yeah.
Where AEW is like, pay us $30 and we're gonna give you 6 hours of programming.
It's the same thing in the 90s when Master P came out and said, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you 25 songs on this album for the same price of a CD that these guys are giving to you. So it's a thing. I get it, but then it ran its course.
Right. More doesn't necessarily mean better.
Correct. At this point in time, though, so it might be, but it's going to run its course. Right. So
but they have such a big, deep roster that they can get away with it.
That's true. Great pay-per-view, though, man. Looking forward to the next one. PWI released their top 500 wrestlers.
I didn't make the list
for the year.
Damn,
I was advocating.
I was 502.
I was advocating.
I was always next year.
Oh man, let's look at the top 10. Thank you, Sean. For it, we got Will Ocean Spray, as I like to call him, at number 10. Mystico, am I saying this correctly?
Yes.
Mystico at number 9. Seth Rollins, Swerve Strickland, Jey Uso, Hiroki Goto. Gatto, thank you, sir. Hangman, Adam Page, Gunther, John Moxley, and something Cody Rhodes at number 1. Sean,
where's Logan Paul?
He was number 69.
Is he on the top 500 list?
I'm sure he is. He's in the WWE. He's got to be on there.
Yeah. He's pretty solid.
I bet you he's in the top 30.
But just looking at this, the top 500 guys, feelings, thoughts, just as far as the list, or even in the top 10.
I mean, I don't really know what their criteria is.
Okay.
How to get to. See, you're on the ball.
Win-loss record, technical ability, influence on the sport, success against the highest grade of competition, success against the most diverse competition, and just activity load.
I didn't know how based Pro Wrestling Illustrated was. Logan Paul is not on the top 500.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
You just earned a new follower.
Shout out
our guy
Bill
Sean
After,
Anderson.
man. He's holding a grudge,
and
man.
our guy Sean Anderson, you just earned a new follower, sir.
Sean Anderson getting that subscription.
But I mean, just looking at the list in the top 10, I always feel different about it. I just want to see certain guys on it. I'm never like, oh, why is he number 6? Number 4? I'm like, no, as long as certain people are on the list, I'll be okay.
Do you know who's wrestler 313 on this list?
Wrestler 313 is...
You have the list.
I do.
Oh, great.
313.
Dave, who's
Let's
3?
Go!
Dave,
let's go!
Dave, who's 313?
313
Mr. Guana
is Big Dave.
Big Dave.
Let's go, boy!
Made the list.
I made the list. Sorry, Greg.
All right.
Sorry, Greg.
No, that's all good. You deserve it. You deserve it. You've had a hell of a year.
I did have a heck of a run.
Win-loss record is impeccable, my friend.
I did have a heck of a run. I deserve it. Yes, I am deserving to be at 313. I will take that all day long, man. But yeah, just looking at the top
It might be 313 on the PWI list, but you're number one in our hearts, my friend.
Thank you very much, Greg. That's right. I don't know about Sean's. I'll take being just in your heart, Sean. I'll take that.
You're number one.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Very kind.
Greg's too.
Sharing
Very
the
kind.
love.
But anybody feelings, problems, issues with the top 10? Did you have?
I mean, it's their opinion, so they're entitled to it. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to argue Cody Rhodes being there just because he's so big and popular right
bro.
now. I mean, is he
Cody
the
Rhodes.
best bell-to-bell wrestler? No. But when you add in all those other things, you know, he's putting butts in the seats and he's making money.
Yes.
That's the name of the game.
Yes,
Since
correct.
it started.
That's the rule.
You get to be champion by putting butts in seats.
Correct.
And he does that, you know. And Moxley, I'm not the biggest John Moxley fan per se, but I respect, you know, he's a guy that very easily, during all that AEW drama, could have very easily been like, dude, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. But he said, nope, put it on my back. I'll get us back where we need to be. And he did. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Death Riders angle for a while. It eventually kind of grew on me. And they ended it maybe a little too late, but it still worked.
Okay.
So that, like, his in-ring work doesn't do much for me, but like his overall game and what he did for that company, very important. I mean, Swerve should be higher. Page is good. Like Gunther, I really don't have a big problem with that list.
I was surprised Seth was. I mean, I love Seth, but I was surprised he was on it, just given their criteria. Because, like, I mean, just until Mania, he wasn't really as prominent a factor. Like, because he lost to Punk a whole lot before WrestleMania. But then I get once you factor that in, and everything since.
He's been like one of the only interesting things that's been going on post Mania. So you know, the
That's
whole.
a great point.
Well, I'm surprised too. I know the heel turn sucked, but Cena's not even on the top 500. And I know it's July to August, so it's not the entirety of Cena's run, but you'd still think 6 months of Cena's run with prominence in a certain promotions thing. His match has been decent.
He was gonna be like 17, but then he lost to Brock Lesnar. Like, get this guy out of here. Can't even last 3 minutes with Lesnar. Get him out of here.
And I think they have like a match requirement too, I believe. Like, so I'm not sure if he meant that.
I am a little surprised at LA Knight at 22. I would have him just a little bit higher. Not a big deal. Because Damian Priest at 18, like I would probably have LA Knight up there at that spot.
Damian
right there.
Priest, top 20, no.
Yeah. I love Obafemi up there in the top 15. That's one of my favorites, bro, right now. Is that dude makes me honestly tune into NXT. And Trick Williams, I just love Trick Williams. Who doesn't?
Trick.
Come on, what?
Trick. I love Trick.
Yeah.
This one's real
It's too entertaining.
nitpicking. It's 18 and 20. What does Damian Priest do for anybody?
Yeah, I
And
agree with
I
this.
just love
I
Jacob
agree.
Fatu. So I'd flip Fatu and at least
I would have Fatu
Damian
and
Priest.
Trick.
Yeah, I
ahead of him.
mean, Damian Priest was hot there for a while, but that's wore off a long time ago. Yeah,
I agree.
I don't buy that.
I
A
agree.
deep cut for me. I like Ricky Saints at 73.
Ricky Saints.
I'm a big believer in Ricky Saints.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
So I hope, at the next, was it No Mercy? Can't wait to see his match with Oba.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, man. So
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of, like, every time they do something with Ricky Saints, people online immediately like, oh, look at how bad the AEW fumbled, Ricky Starks. They didn't fumble him. They gave him a ton of opportunity there. Like, you got to remember, the first ever Collision episode, he was in the main event versus CM Punk. He had a feud with CM Punk. He was
And Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, he had great matches with them. He just wanted to go to WWE. That's not fumbling. Like,
you can't fault somebody.
They made him a bigger star than WWE has. Like, if they fumbled such a great talent, why is he still in NXT?
That's a great point.
I'm a fan. I like him. I think he's. If it was such an egregious error, why is he still in developmental and not on the main roster being world champ?
He wanted to go there. This is the steps that you usually have to take.
Right.
But
Well, yeah,
I hear your point. I hear your point. I'm gonna stop there. Because we've got other things we got to do. But we're going to come back and do this again and have more fun with you. We got some more interviews to show you. We've got a really cool thing we're doing that Greg came up with that we talked about here with the faction draft. I'm going to ask Kyle for his faction draft, people who he's got.
I have an issue real quick. It's not a draft because Mario and Jay have just completely picked their teams.
Yeah, they sent them in. Because they won't be here to actually draft.
But they got picks 1 through 12?
Yeah, but no,
we're not there to include them in our draft.
Correct. They're not going to be removed. I mean, they're not going to be involved, when we actually do the draft, but I'm going to read, what they actually would have picked if they were actually doing a live draft with us.
There was one guy that I really wanted.
Don't worry.
That Jay took. Okay.
All those guys will be on our board.
All those guys will still be there for you, bro.
Okay.
They'll be there.
Okay.
Man, I had to look, too, boy. He was ready.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That wouldn't fly. You want to do it, you actually got to be on the show.
Exactly. And they got the first 12 picks? What the hell?
Draft on your own show.
Thank y'all for showing the show, man. They are a part of CHGO Wrestling, man, because especially when we do these watch-alongs also as well. Thank y'all for tuning into that. That's the main man, Sean Anderson, on the 1s and 2s, watching on CHGO White Sox. That's our main man, special counsel Greg Boysen. Tell them where they can find and read all your stuff, Greg.
You can follow me over on Blackhawk Up, easy for me to say, on for the written content and the Second Balcony podcast. We'll be recording one of those later tonight, too. So
it's good stuff. All your hockey stuff.
All the hockey stuff.
All of it. Like, seriously, all of it.
Just the good stuff, at least.
I got right here Kyle Williams, Chicago Sun-Times. Anything coming up for you, sir?
Just playoff baseball.
There it is.
Cubs next week. So excited for that. Follow me on Twitter, K_Williams Media. A lot of music, a lot of sports, a lot of wrestling, Just keeping it light.
I like that.
Keeping it light.
That's the way to keep it, man. And I am Big Dave, number 313 on the PWI 500. I will never let this die. Shout out to the real Big Dave who made it on this list as well. Thank y'all for tuning in.